Back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope, and I got another video. Well, it's not a video; it's a live, right? And I just wanted to talk about certain things, man, that were really disturbing. Like a lot of times, I, you know, like I come on here, I make videos. Sometimes I'm a little harsh on the brothers and the sisters. That's just how I be giving it up. Tough love, right? Like, sometimes love shouldn't be so tough. But I'm working on it. So I came here because I wanted to address something that was very distasteful and disgusting. At least to me, right? Um, so I get what you're saying, Kenny. But hear me out. So I just wanted to address certain things, right? So I made a video. I made a video the other day that was talking about how a lot of our black women are broken, and they're broken because a lot of them have been sexually assaulted, right, from a young age. A lot of them been taken advantage. A lot of them, their parents didn't protect them. A lot of them just went through a lot of these things from a young age. When you go through certain traumatic and crazy situations from a young age, a lot of times it's hard to bounce back. A lot of times you need certain type of psychological help. Sometimes some people get the bounce back from it. A lot more power to you, you know. But a lot of people succumb to the conditions and the situations that kind of like happen to them, especially if they happen out of every young age. So anyway, I just came to talk. I was talking about sexual assault. I was talking about how these women been abused. They haven't been protected. And I was just saying that because sometimes we need to be mindful why they behave in the way that they behave. Sometimes we need to be mindful of why they are promiscuous, right? So I was just basically trying to be a little empathetic with the sisters. That's all I was really trying to do. The same way, bro, sexual assault is more common than you think, bro. But anyway, let me get back to the story. A lot of people, a lot of women don't even tell you that they've been sexually assaulted. And the crazy thing is, and that's crazy, because see, the same way you respond is the same way that a lot of men respond. They don't make room to even hear women out, right? Like we just so quick to dismiss, especially when it comes to assault and sexual assault, right? But anyway, but when men sit here and talk about they have been disenfranchised by the system, when men sit here and complain, I don't want to just call it complain because it's a valid reason, but when men sit here and say certain things about the system not being fair and the system emasculating them and all of these things, which is true, we want people to have pity for us. We want people to feel bad for us. We want people to understand us. We want people to hear us out. We want people to empathize with us. But when our sisters be talking to us, make sure y'all like the video if y'all, so it could circulate. It's not for me, it's just so other people could hear it. But when our sisters be trying to do the same thing, when they try to tell us about some of the things that's been going on with them, when they try to tell us how they have been harmed, when they try to tell us how we might be harming them, we don't give them the same energy. So anyway, the point of this video is this is how disgusting we have become, right? And the reason of this was this: most of my followers are men. And that's, most of my followers are men, most of them, right? I got maybe about 7% of women who watch what I post, right? So most of the followers are men. When I made the video about our women not being protected from an early age, right? From their parents not being able to protect them, for them being sexually assaulted by uncles, stepdads, whoever, right? I made a video to highlight some of those things. So, yeah, the comments got me. But anyway, the whole point that I was trying to make was this. Some of the women that we might be dealing with, they act out because of something that they've been through, some traumatic experience. And a lot of times we don't make room to understand, right? We don't make room to even empathize with them. And it's crazy. But the point that I was really trying to get in all of this is that how I made this video so we can empathize with our sisters, or so that we could, kind of like ponder on some of the things. And I had 30 men unfollow. It's the see, look. People come here and say at the end of the day, it's bad men and bad women. You know. Anyway, a lot of dudes, y'all really show y'all colors. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's crazy because the moment you try to uplift women, you see a bunch of dudes. You see the hate train come. You see a bunch of dudes just come on, and it's almost like they're upset that you're trying to uplift women. Um, it's almost like we get upset that somebody's trying to uplift women, right? And I think it's this. I think Kevin Samuels, for example, right? The woman, I don't think the woman hated. I don't think the woman hated Kevin Samuels per se. I think they hated the crowd that Kevin Samuels attracted. Kevin Samuels attracted a bunch of men who were trying to be alpha, right? Who were trying to be, who looked at him as a daddy figure, because a lot of men didn't have no daddies, right? So he attracted a lot of men who have contempt for women, right? He attracted a lot of men probably who have a lot of problems with their mama. He attracted a lot of men who have whatever issues that's going on in their house with their mama, right? So because he attracted these men got a kick out, right? They got their dick hard from Kevin Samuels talking to women a certain way. They got a kick out of it. Was entertaining, and they felt good about the way that he was displaying his message to some of these women, right? Because Kevin Samuels said it himself. When he was making content for men to be better, when he was making content about men fixing up their image, or when he was telling men go out there, get a job, go out there, do this, go out there and work extra hours, when he was telling men to do all of those things, a lot of men didn't watch him. A lot of men didn't tune in. A lot of men didn't go and watch what he was talking about, right? So it's clear that the reason why a lot of dudes started watching him is because of the way he was talking to black women. I wouldn't say just black women, but yeah, well, let's just say black women could be black, right? So a lot of men really started watching him because maybe it was entertaining, one, and it was also they got a kick out of the way that he was talking to these women. Now, again, I'm not here to say that some of our sisters are not delusional and that they don't be bugging. That's not the point of this video that I'm making. The point is that when I spoke about a lot of our sisters being sexually assaulted and us not even knowing about it, when I spoke about that, the first thing that men do, you see it in some of these comments, the first thing that they do is deflect. The first thing that they do is, oh, people don't be getting assaulted like that. Oh, it's not what the numbers is not what you think. Like, we just so quick to deflect. You know what I'm saying? We just look at this dude, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? You're so quick to deflect the fact that I'm talking about something specific right now. At the end of the day, when I'm admonishing women, I'm admonishing women. When I'm admonishing men, I'm admonishing men. Right now, I'm talking about everything is about balance, right? Everything is about balance. But when it comes to us trying to balance being kind to our sisters, or us trying to understand them, or us trying to be, caring and protective of them, we don't have that type of stuff in our hearts, right? And I get it. So anyway, when I made the video, I was just trying to highlight that, right? That a lot of women are doing whatever they're doing because they have unhealed trauma. And I did say in the video that they should get help. However, I was just trying to say that we need to be a little more empathetic by how they act out, right? Because kids do the same thing. When a child can't really express themselves or they feel like they can't talk about certain things, they act out, which is the same thing that we do as people. When we feel like we're running out of options, we're running out of conversations, right? So when we feel like we don't have an outlet, we lash out. So the first thing that some of these dudes started saying in the comments, right? They started talking about, because I said we need to be better at protecting our women. I said a lot of our women were not protected in their childhood. They were not protected in their homes, and they don't get protected in the streets, right? When they go out there. Because we see some of these black men, they get mad. They can't handle rejection. They get upset when women don't want to talk to them. Even if they don't say nothing, right? Some dudes be throwing stuff at women. Some dudes go out of their way to like, bitch, I mess you up. To say all type of stuff, right? And you know what the other black dudes do? They just watch. They don't say nothing. They don't correct their friend. They don't be like, yo, bro, you wilding right now. You ain't got to do that. They don't do that. They don't do that. So what type of man are you if you sitting around and your boy's doing all of this disrespectful, crazy stuff? If you doing all of this disrespectful stuff to women, and you as a man is not stepping in and telling your mans, yo, bro, you wildin'. What type of man are you? Make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. What type of man are you if you got, like, some of y'all, you could clearly tell some of y'all don't care about your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what type of man are you if you don't correct your mans when he doing something wrong to women? Or when he's saying some foul shit? What type of man are you? Because you are the company you keep. That's just what it is. You the company you keep. So anyway, so I said that, right? I spoke about protection of our women. Our women have not been protected by our men. And you know, the first thing dudes were saying, the first thing that these dudes started saying, make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. The first thing that these dudes started saying when I said something about our women haven't been protected and we don't protect our women and we don't do this and we don't do that, you know what's the first thing they started saying? They started saying, one of the dudes said, I'm not protecting no women who don't submit to me. Bro, he's, first of all, the two things that this dude mentioned, he said, I'm not protecting no woman who don't submit to me. And he also said, oh, woman got to make better choices. Those things was a deflection. What does those two things have to do with women being violated from a young age, which leads them to live a life of promiscuity, and not being able to trust men, right? Or having certain issues. What does that have to do with that, right? So that's a deflection. This dude came and spoke about he not protecting a woman who submit to him. Okay, that's, you know, you don't gotta do nothing. But you know what? What's another thing I realized? I realized a lot of men can't even protect themselves. So how would they protect women? You know, that's another thing I realized. A lot of men can't even protect themselves in the hood from these wolves, right? They can't even protect themselves from other men. So how can these men be able to protect women? So I started to reflect, and it started to make sense. Some of these dudes, it's not that they don't want to protect women, it's that they can't. Because see, man's natural instinct is to protect. That's his natural instinct is to protect. That's a natural instinct. So if you don't have that as a natural instinct, if you don't have that as a product of your masculinity, if you don't have that, as a part of your, as a byproduct of your masculinity, then you might be lacking in some of your masculinity. Because before there was money, right? Before it was about money and all of these things, right? What it was about, it was about, when you talk about human nature, it's about your ability to protect. It's about your ability to lead, right? It's about your ability to do certain things physically. So a lot of men today don't have those abilities. They don't. I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know if, because they are, don't get me wrong, they are feeding black men a lot of estrogen, right? And estrogen tampers with your testosterone. There's even some reports that marijuana has estrogens, and you know, y'all love to smoke that weed. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is I try to talk about how we should be mindful about certain things. I'm not saying make excuses, right? I'm just saying that, like, have some compassion sometimes, because y'all want the same compassion. When y'all start talking about the court system is this, and law enforcement and mass incarceration, and the police is killing us, when y'all want people to have compassion for you, you cry, right? You cry those words. You talk about the system, you talk about the injustice, you talk about how you emasculated, you talk about all of these different things. But when we talk about having compassion for women, y'all so quick to say, they don't even like us. They want a problem with us. Yes, some of these women are devious. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? See, you keep talking about having worse. This is the problem with some of these dudes. You want to compete with your women. And it shows, right? It shows. What type of man are you? You trying to compete with your women? Look, I don't mean to go too long. Make sure you like the video so it can circulate, so other people could tune into the conversation. It's not about black man having a, see, I just, so y'all just be missing the point. I get it. Some of y'all just have women issues, man. Some of y'all need therapy too. I get it. The point of the video is this. Yeah, it's a lot of men show their true colors. They show that they really have a disdain for women, just like women show that they have a disdain for men, right? Let's not make this a one-sided thing. It's not just the women that have some type of disdain and contempt towards men. It's also men Also black men that have some disdain and contempt towards the black woman, and it shows all throughout the comments that I see, right? It shows all throughout the deflection. It shows all throughout but the men, y'all sound just like women. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say that, but y'all do. So it's clear, and this is some of the problems in the black community, right? There's no accountability. You can't talk about when a woman comes out, and tries to tell other women to get their shit together, and to be better women and to do certain things, they call that woman a pick me, right? Because nobody wants to hear accountability. When the man comes out and the man tries to tell brothers like, yo, we got to be better, we got to treat our women like this, we got to do that. When we do that, when we say that, right? When we say that to other men, they call you a simp. I appreciate you, Naima. When we do that to other men, when we tell other men, yo, be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, be better to your women, be better to your children, be a better individual. You know, at the end of the day, when we do that as men, when men try to correct other men, you know what they call you? They call you a simp. They say you're pandering. They start saying all type of shit. They call you all type of names to discredit the shit that you're saying, right? I ain't doing this for no pussy. I ain't doing this because I'm trying to look good in front of women. I don't struggle in that department. So I'm not doing this to pander. I'm doing this because I see it, bro. I'm doing this because I see it. Like, I was literally just talking to my man on the phone, and we was talking about all the foul shit that dudes used to do to women. Like, we was literally talking about that. It takes growth to be able to acknowledge that you done some foul shit as a man to women. It takes growth. And a lot of dudes is not there. A lot of dudes is still making excuses. A lot of dudes is still little boys. And that's just something that the black community struggles with as a whole. They don't like accountability. They can't stand to be accountable. We always blaming something. We always either blaming Willie Lynch. We always blaming white supremacy. We always blaming the government. We always blaming segregation. We blame everything, the police. We just be looking for excuses to not be better. We do that shit all the time. Thank you, Naima. I really appreciate it. Make sure y'all like the video. If y'all like the content, if y'all doing this, cool too. I ain't gonna die. I ain't gonna lose nothing. You feel me? But the point is, we hate accountability. We make excuses. You tell a man something, they blame the woman. You tell a woman something, they blame the man. How we gonna get better? How we gonna get better as a people? How we gonna get better as a people if every time you try to uphold somebody, if every time you try to hold somebody accountable, if every time you try to uplift somebody's character, you making an excuse as to why you do the things that you do? I said this the other day in a video. Martin Luther King, right, in his dream, and he said that one day we will be judged not by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. But then the moment our character is not to par and somebody points it out to us and somebody tells you, yo, homie, you need to get your shit right, we don't want to hear it. We want to fight. We want to get into all type of stuff. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You see it all throughout these comments, the deflection from men. We see all the deflection. And it's not about Kenny. It's not about it being my channel, bro. It's not about none of that. It's about us having a dialogue so we could be better. So we could, because look, at the end of the day, some of y'all might think y'all don't need women, but I need my woman. Man, listen. What's good, Liu King? I was wondering how you was doing. You know what I'm saying? I need my woman. I definitely watched the Ballad of the Bullet. I need my woman. And this is why I ask women, do you feel like you need a man? When a woman tells me she does not need a man, I already know what her mind says that, and I'm gone. I might give you a chance to clean it up and to explain what you mean by that. But for the most part, when a woman has this mindset she doesn't need a man, I'm out, because I already know what type of actions is gonna come from a woman who feels like that. She's not gonna respect you most of the time, right? She's gonna feel like she could overstep your boundaries. She's gonna feel like she's not gonna appreciate you. She's gonna do all of these things. So when a woman tells me she does not need a man, I already know what time it is. I'm out. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I talk my shit up to the sisters. I tell the sisters to get their shit together. See, but when I do that, y'all be like this. Y'all clap it up for me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm wilding on the sisters, y'all be clapping it up for me. When I'm wilding on the brothers, y'all do. A lot of men do hate women. That's not me. That's not me, bro. That's not me trying to make it seem. That's me being real, bro. That's me being real. When I try to hold men accountable and when I be wilding on the brothers, y'all don't clap the same. Y'all don't clap the same. Why not? Listen, my whole concern is about upliftment of people. And this is why I try not to really waste my time on the community, because the community gone. The community is gone, so far gone. This is why I focus on individuals. I ain't trying to say the community. That's why I focus on individuals, because the community is gone. Bunch of niggas in the community. Niggers. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference. I always say this. It's the difference between a black person and a nigger. There's a difference between a black person and a nigger. And there's a lot of niggers in the black community that is holding us back from progress. It's not the white man. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Take care, Kenny. It's not the it's not the white man. It's not the Willie Lynch. It's not. Listen, the white man created the nigga. You know why he created the nigga? So that the average black person in our communities got to deal with the nigga. That's why he created the nigga. He created the nigga. He made the nigga destructive. You know what I'm saying? He made the nigga destructive. Now, when positive black men are trying to do things in the community, you know who stands in your way? The nigga. Niggas is in the way in the community. Niggas. Niggas is standing right in your way. When you trying to do positive things, when you trying to promote positivity, when you trying to tell brothers to go to school, when you trying to tell the sisters to do this, when you trying to uplift your community, you know who stands in your way? Niggas. But we keep saying this white supremacy. We keep saying it's the white man. The white man has done his stuff, and he still kind of like do it periodically. But our main enemies is ourselves. So, and it shows, man, and it shows. But you know, this is why I focus on individuals. I focus on individual people. Good night, Kenny. I focus on individual people because I know that the community as a whole is lost. And I see, and you know, when I make certain content and people don't like it and people unsubscribe and people leave and people do all those things, that's cool. So I see why a lot of people sell out, right? I see why a lot of artists sell out. I see why a lot of people on YouTube sell out, because a lot of times people are trying to make money. People need to feed themselves and they need to feed their family. So a lot of times the viewers, a lot of times the viewers, what's going on, brother? A lot of times the viewers control the content creators sometimes, a lot of times. So when people see people unfollow them, when people see people unsubscribe to their stuff, they try to change their content around. They try to change the way they say things. They try to change the stuff that they're saying, right? So they go from holding people accountable or saying some real shit to start talking about entertainment, to start saying some fake shit. Listen, a lot of YouTubers have switched what they've been talking about, or have gone into another field. Another top, specific topics, because they see. No, I'm not talking about you, bro. I ain't say you ducking, bro. I ain't say you ducking. I'm just talking about a lot of people. Yo, look, I don't want no beef, Kenny. A lot of people on YouTube, music is the same way, right? So many artists be trying to have a positive message. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So many artists might want to start out having a positive message. They want to talk about uplifting the community. They want to talk about this. They want to talk about that. You feel me? And you know what happens? The music don't sell because nobody want to listen to uplifting music, especially in your community, right? The black people don't want to listen to that shit. Like some chick said this about Kendrick Lamar the other day. Yeah, some of y'all probably seen it. She said, this is what she said. She said, I'm not feeling Kendrick Lamar album. She said, I want to hear about shootings, killings, and gangbanging or some shit. She said, nobody want to hear about runaway slaves and slave, she said, what she said? She said, nobody want to hear about slave escape plans or none of that positive shit. That shit was like the most ignorant shit you could have said. She said this shit. This is how a lot of black people feel. A lot of black people feel like, I don't want to hear no positive shit. I don't want to hear no preaching shit. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I want to hear that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that. I want to hear that nigga shit. I want to hear that nigga shit. They might not say it like that, but that's exactly what it is. We sick, bro. We sick. We are sick as a people, and we all need help. This is not just about women needing therapy. Men need therapy too. Nobody said that in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just want to deflect. No, nobody is talking about who has it harder. When I have conversations about who has it harder, I do that. I definitely tell women when women start talking that crazy shit about feminism and women got it way harder, I put women in their place and I let them know. I let women know. I let women know from the jump, like, first of all, you're not disadvantaged like black men, because black men lead in homicides. They lead in mass incarceration. They lead in unemployment. They lead in suicide rates. They lead in homelessness. We lead in damn near everything. But this is not what the conversation is about. So for you men to just be bringing that up now, when all I'm trying to do in this case is bring up how we have not been protecting our women. That's what I'm trying to bring up. I'm trying to bring up, as men, it is our responsibility and that is our duty. It is our duty to protect our women. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to tell y'all about the protection of our women and our children, and y'all want to tell me about how hard you have it. And I'm trying to tell you that women, I'm just trying to highlight, right? I always talk about stuff about men. All the time. I always talk about stuff about men. Always. And in the few instances that I try to talk about women, make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. The few instances that I speak about uplifting our women, the few instances that I speak about just trying to promote some positivity about our women is a problem. So how can I not sit here and think that you must have some contempt for women? How can I not sit here and think that you don't got some type of beef with women, when every time I speak about women, you got a problem with it? How can I not sit here and think about it? How can I not look at it that way? When I be, a little harsh on women, when I reprimand them, when I tell them about their delusional self, when I tell them about, getting right and doing the right things, when I tell them about those things, you clap for me, you there. But when I'm trying to uplift them, when I'm trying to empower them, when I'm trying to do these things, you don't clap the same. Or when I'm trying to hold you accountable, you don't clap the same. When I'm trying to hold you to the same standards that I'm trying to hold the women, you don't clap the same, and that's the problem. I think that's a big problem. Men are not holding men accountable. Men are not holding men accountable, and women are not holding women accountable. So at the end of the day, but I get it. Some of you brothers, on some real shit, I'm not even trying to be funny. Some of you brothers need to be checking your testosterone levels. When y'all go to the clinic, when y'all get a physical, when y'all go out there and get a physical, go check your testosterone levels, because some of y'all shit might be low. I'm not even trying to be funny. I check my testosterone levels too. Some of you brothers, I encourage y'all, when y'all get physicals, when y'all go to the clinic, when y'all go see your primary care physician, which a lot of y'all probably don't have, because men don't really go get checkups like that, right? But if y'all do get checkups and y'all do get physicals, when you go to get a physical, tell them to check your testosterone levels. Please. Tell them to check your testosterone levels. Because I know for sure some of y'all shits is man, the way y'all be acting, some of y'all shit gotta be dirt low. Let me sip my water and lime. Because now y'all about to get trolled. Exactly, man. Yours is 643. My testosterone levels are actually very high, they say. They say my testosterone levels is 1200. I'm trying to figure out what is the because I don't really believe in Western medicine. So I'm trying to see what a holistic doctor says about where your testosterone levels are supposed to be. Because mine is at 1200 right now. My doctor thought I was T-boosting. She thought that I was taking supplements to increase my testosterone, but I'm not. So, but you're right, Naima. And I think that's the point I was trying to make. Make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. All I was trying to say is this. We have to be mindful of the traumas of our women so that we can better deal with them. And they have to be mindful of the traumas that our men have so they can know how to deal with us. That is all I was trying to say. This conversation, it's not about who hurt who the most. It's not about trigger Olympics. It's not about oppression Olympics. It's about the women need to understand the man, and the man need to understand the women. And all I was trying to do in this video is that we need to understand why our women are acting out. We need to understand why they doing certain things so that we can know how to deal with them better. This is why I study psychology and mental health, because I want to learn how to not only understand myself and why I think the way that I do, but I also want to understand why people are doing the shit that they're doing around me. So that was the whole point of this. It wasn't to get into no oppression Olympics. Yeah, they say weed too. They say weed has a lot of estrogen too. So I definitely encourage you, brothers, get your testosterone levels checked, man, because your testosterone levels says a lot about you. You know, if they're too high, they say that you can tend to get a little more aggressive. You can tend to, you know, there's other effects. I don't really read into some of the stuff, right? But it can have some harms, right? It can cause some harms in your body. And one of the things that I read is like, you know, you can get, you know, it might lead to you getting mad fast or getting upset quick and some of those things. But if it's too low, if it's too low though, if your testosterone levels is too low, that also has adverse effects. So it's important to have this balance. And I was gonna make a separate video about this. I was gonna make a separate video about this because I wanted to talk about how I think this is all part of the game plan. I think a lot of the foods, yeah, it causes depression too. It causes a lot of effects, right? A lot of the food that we are fed has hormones, right? A lot of the food that we eat has hormones. So this is why this is so important. A lot of the food that we are eating has hormones. And maybe I'm probably still going to make a video about this. But also in prison, when you go to prison, they feed you a lot of soy. They feed you a lot of soy when you are in prison, and they're doing this for a reason. They say it's about cost, but I think it's deeper than cost. I think they literally genetically modifying our shit, man. They playing with us. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, Naima. I definitely agree. So yeah, what I was saying is they feed you a lot of soy in prison, and soy has a lot of estrogen, right? And when you get a lot of estrogen in your body, it starts to tamper with your testosterone. So it causes a lot of different effects, right? It causes sperm deficiencies. It gives you man boobs. It does a whole bunch of things to men, you know, because it creates an abnormality in their anatomy, right? So, and for women, when women get a lot of estrogen, it creates fibroids, it creates cysts, it creates rigorous cancers. So soy is not a healthier alternative like they try to make you believe. The FDA actually only approved that you should eat probably like 25 grams of soy a day. You know what I'm saying? Only 25 grams of soy a day should be consumed. But they was giving us soy every single day in prison, right? They was giving us and sometimes it would be 3 meals. So you just got to be mindful of the stuff you eating, be mindful of your nutrition, be mindful of those things. And again, like Naima was saying, shit ain't a competition, man. This shit it's not about man versus women. And this is why we not gonna get nowhere. Because our men are competing. I don't compete with no woman. If a woman feel like she don't need me, I cancel her. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all don't have the backbone. You don't have the right amount of testosterone. So what y'all do is y'all sit there and complain. Y'all want to argue with chicks just like chicks. Y'all don't know how to stand up. Y'all don't know how to walk away from women. Y'all don't know how to be men. You don't know how to protect yourself. You don't know how to protect your women. You don't know how to protect your kids. You don't know how to defend. You don't know how to do a lot of things. You're lacking in your masculinity. And when I tell you that, it's a problem. Because you rather hear me shit on the sisters. You rather hear me, and I tell a woman about their shit too. I tell a woman about their shit. I don't hate women though. I love my women. Listen, I need my women. That's why I tell them you need to be like this. You need to be a little more nurturing. You need to be a little more caring. You need to go back to your femininity. This is why I tell them that, because I need my women. I need my woman in order to build my empire. I need my woman in order to build my legacy. She's gonna raise my children. I need my woman. So because I need my woman, I'm trying to correct my woman. I'm trying to teach my woman. I'm trying to help my woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help my woman. So when I get on here, it's not because I hate women. It's not because, and a lot of times women throw that around, right? And you know, at first, a lot of women throw that around. Oh yeah, men just hate women. And I used to think they was just deflecting, because they usually just say this when you're trying to hold them accountable, right? When you're trying to tell them to, you know, to be better. When you're trying to tell them to do certain things. Anytime you bring your grievances, anytime you bring your grievances to a woman and you tell her to change certain things and behave better and do this and do that, they always throw, y'all just hate women. Y'all don't wanna, y'all just hate us. You know why? They cry that so you don't hold them accountable. So a lot of times I'll be like, nah, you're gonna get this work. You're gonna get this message. I don't want to hear that we hate you. I don't hate you, because if I didn't like you, I would not be talking to you. If I didn't like you, I would not be sitting here trying to get you to be better, because I could care less. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to end up with you, because I know my self-worth. I know who I am. I know the ground I walk on. I know I'm king. You can't take my crown. You can't tell me who I'm not. I know who I am. And it don't got nothing to do with money. It don't got nothing to do with college degree. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. I know who I am. I know where I stand. I know where I stand. So ain't nothing that you could do to diminish me. You can't diminish me. You can't diminish me. You can't diminish me. So I know who I am. And because I know who I am, I'm not going to put up with certain behavior from women. I'm not going to put up with certain behavior from men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put up with certain shit. I'm going to tell the man just like I tell the woman. Sometimes I should change my approach towards women. But a lot of our women are tough. So you got to talk to them tough. You got to talk to them like the dudes sometimes. Because they tough. You know what I'm saying? They built tough. A lot of times our sisters had to fend for themselves. They had to become tough. When a woman is walking through the hood and she tells the guy in a nice tone, oh, no, I'm not interested. No, thank you. What do dudes do? They keep talking. They keep trying to see what's up with her. They keep trying to say, but nah, ma, but yo. So when she says, yo, I said no, that's what you understand. You understand her then. Now you calling her a bitch. Now you saying she violated. Now you saying she not feminine. But when she try to be feminine, when she try to tell you like, no, no, thank you, I'm not interested, in the sweet voice, you had a problem. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. You didn't take heed. When she tried to tell you in a nice way, like, nah, brother, I'm good. Yo, it was good. When she tried to tell you, I'm good, brother, you didn't listen to her. So now when she talking to you like a dude, now when she telling you like, yo, bro, get out of my face. Now you want to say she masculine? I get it. I get why a lot of our sisters had to do that. Because y'all don't listen, bro. Y'all don't listen. So again, I definitely uplift my sisters. I don't want to hear this. But the brothers, I'm not even talking about the dykes. I'm talking about regular women who they understand. They adapt to their environment. This is a human thing. Women understand, you know what? When I talk sweetly and nice, I get stepped on. Come on. Dudes understand the same shit. Damn, I'm sweating, yo. This shit's crazy. You know, when I put this shirt on, man, I feel a little smarter. But but y'all got me, you know, y'all got me in my bag, man. But anyway, women adapt to their environment just like men do. Same way that some dudes get stepped on in the hood. You know what I'm saying? The same way that some dudes get stepped on in the hood, so they got to become wolves and they got to become tough. It's not because they wanted to. Some dudes pick up guns because they had to. Some dudes kill because they had to. Some dudes rob because they that's just what was going on in the hood. It was either you or them, and they refused for it to be them. Some dudes even been victims, and then they became the victimizers. So people adapt to their environment. Women have adapted too. She realized, you know what, when I talk soft, when I talk in a low spoken tone, yeah, the room start getting hot. You feel me? When women realize, oh, when I talk soft to these dudes, they don't respect that. They don't understand that. We ain't speaking the same language. So I gotta bark. I said no, nigga. I said no, motherfucker. You know, I'm making a little joke, but like, that's real shit. When women start realizing, you know what? being soft spoken is not it. You know what I'm saying? But I also think our sisters need to be able to learn how to put on the pants and how to take them off. And I think that's the problem. A lot of our sisters don't know. If you're a boss chick, right? When you leave your house, if you're married or you're trying to get married, right? When you leave your house to go run your business, to go be a boss chick, when you go do that, go be a boss chick out there. But when you come home to your husband, when you come home to your kids, leave that bullshit out there. Don't bring that bullshit in the house. Leave that bullshit out there. Leave your pants at the door. Take your pants off at the door. And when you come in here, you need to be nurturing. You need to be a woman. You need to be sweet. You need to be caring. You need to be all of those things. And I think that's the problem. And I tell my sisters about this. I say, you have to be able to balance and adapt. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to balance and adapt. You can't just be getting stuck in nigga mode and then think you're going to be in the house arguing with your man. Like it's two niggas arguing in the house. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Two niggas arguing in the house is not going to work. And this is why relationships is about balance. When you have a woman who's masculine and a man who's masculine, it's not really going to work. It's going to be some toxic shit going on. When you, just like when you have a man who is feminine and you have a woman who is feminine, it's not going to work. Sometimes, it's not going to work, And when you have a masculine woman and a feminine man, it's not going to work. Because y'all flip roles. This is not how God created you. God made the man a leader for a reason. He made the man a leader for a reason. He made him a leader for a reason. He created you with more strength, with more rationale. He created you with these things for a reason, right? Just the same reason why he gave women a reason. He gave them a certain power. He gave them certain things that women could do that we can't never do. And there's certain things that man could do that women can't do. And even if men were able to do it and women were able to do it, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be with the same proficiency. So this is what we have to understand. We have our roles to play. But if we're going to keep blaming each other, if we're going to keep fighting each other, if we're going to keep having these issues, if we're going to keep every time you try to uplift a woman, she's going to blame the man. Every time you try to, I said uplift. Every time you try to hold a woman accountable, she blames the man. Every time you try to hold the man accountable, he blames the woman. We're not going to get nowhere. And look, they're watching us as other people progress, as other people come together, as other cultures work together, their man and their woman. You're starting to see other cultures feed into this bullshit feminist shit, right? We're starting to see that. But for the most part, they still kind of like working together. For the most part, they still kind of like supporting each other. For the most part, they still kind of growing and doing these things. And as they grow and progress, the black people stay at the bottom. The black people stay at the bottom. That's just what's going on. Because we just love to blame. Y'all seen that episode of the Boondocks with Martin Luther King? Y'all seen the episode? Y'all seen the episode of the Boondocks, right? When Martin came back to life. And he said niggas love to blame. Niggas love to complain. You know what I'm saying? Niggas love to blame. They love to complain. You know what I'm saying? They love to complain. We're not going to get nowhere like that. And then people get mad at me when I talk about stop complaining about Jim Crow. Stop complaining about Willie Lynch. Stop complaining about you can't. You're already defeated. You're already, and a lot of our men are defeated. We cowards. We butt. We butt. I ain't really talking about me, but we butt. We ass. We ass, man. We mad butt. We don't defend nothing, bro. We don't defend nothing, bro. We don't defend shit, bro. A lot of dudes was getting slapped in the hood. A lot of dudes was getting extorted. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes got the energy for the black man, but they don't got the energy for the white man. We butt. You know what I'm saying? We butt. We soft, bro. We soft. We ain't tough. We tough when it's time to go kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to go kill niggas, oh, we the toughest of the toughest. First of all, my people were never slaves. I'm sorry, bro. I just had to say that. I'm not trying to say that, trying to separate myself. That's not my history. My history is not that of being a slave. And that's probably, I don't even know if it's your history. Maybe you don't know that Africans were here before the European people were here. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe you're not familiar with that part of history. Maybe you're not familiar with how the white man played with the history books to not really educate you. and you know, and bamboozle you and tell you that the European man was the first man that got here to the Americas when that's not true. But that's not my history. My history is not that of my people were in bondage, my people were enslaved. I'm not a descendant of slaves from the South. That's just not my people. I'm a black carrot. I'm a Garifuna. I know my tribe. I know my people. I know my culture. I'm not saying that trying to say that I'm better. I'm just saying that I know who I am. I know who I am. I know, and part of knowing who you are is knowing who your people were. So, you know, so I'm not saying that. So you saying, hold on, let me see something, cause this dude talking about some of y'all got this fantasy where y'all think y'all could tough anything out and handle any situation because of lack of history knowledge. All I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. A lot of men are cowards. If you pick and choose who to slap, you're a coward. If for example, I'll give you an example. If I say I'm a man before anything, and I'm quick to fight a black man, for example, if I say I'm a man before anything, and I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect at all, and a black man comes and disrespect me, and I respond with violence, right? And I'm quick to kill him, and I'm quick to do something to him. But let's say a Mexican say that to me, and I'm a little more lenient with him, or I try to talk to him. Or let's say a white man say that to me, and I try to be like, yo, why you got to do that? You ain't got to be like. If I try to negotiate any type of disrespect with any other group, race, whatever, you're not really that tough. You just picked and choose who you was going to do something to and who you wasn't going to do it to. I'll give you another example. If you a man and your woman, right, and you put your hands on women, but you don't put your hands on men, you soft, bro. You soft. You soft. Another example. If you a man and you allow one man to take your shit and you don't fight for it, and when another man comes, you fight him, right? You picking and choosing your battles. You are picking and choosing who you gonna put the pause on and who you gonna let slide. And a lot of times it's because you scared. Yeah, you're right, bro. We need to stay on the topic with black women. But a lot of these dudes be deflecting. A lot of these dudes don't protect their women. And if there's some women on here watching, don't get with none of these men. See, this is why a lot of dudes complain about the women being with the gangsters, about the women being with the thugs, about the women being with the men that been to jail. You know why? Because those men take risk. Those men are willing to protect, depending on what you went to jail for. Because you could have went to jail for doing some funny, you know what I'm saying, or doing some little flim-flam stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean. But when you are a man that take risk, woman, you got to take risk in life. You got to take risk, either to protect your family, either to protect yourself, either in the business world, in the corporate world, you take risk. You know what I'm saying? When you make investments, you take risk. Women love a man who takes risk, who is not afraid to take risk. This is why they like the dudes that been to jail. Let me give you some gang. You know what I'm saying? This is why they like the gangbangers, the gangsters. Because they willing to protect. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to protect. Women want to feel safe. They want to feel safe from you too. They don't want you putting their hands on them. No, but they want you to correct them. They want you to have a backbone. But they want to feel safe. They want to feel like, I know somebody not just going to run up on me and slap me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody not just going to run up on my man, slap him, and he ain't going to do nothing. Because anybody could get a gun. That don't make you tough. That don't make you strong because you got a gun. You know what I'm saying? That don't make you strong because you got a gun. Subduing somebody, being physically fit, eating good, working out. You know what I'm saying? Being strong mentally, physically, having discipline. You know what I'm saying? Women like these type of qualities. And a lot of other men, you other men are lacking those things. A lot of y'all want to defend. I see it in the comments. A lot of y'all make excuses why y'all want to stick y'all neck out for women. You know how many women I stuck my neck out just cause that I didn't even know them. And again, I'm not telling you go out there and get involved in domestic disputes. I'm not telling you that because I don't really get. I got involved in one domestic dispute, and you know what I'm saying. After that, I was just like, you know, the girl was lying. She was still messing with the person that was so-called abusing them. I try to help them. I try to get involved. Next thing you know, I catch up messing with the person. So I mind my business now when it comes to domestic disputes. But when you see certain things, I'm just protective, man. Any of my guy friends will tell you it's not even about women. I'm just an individual that I protect the people I love. I protect the people who I care about because that is the natural instinct of a man. He protects. We brothers, we supposed to protect each other. That's a man's instinct. And a lot of y'all is lacking that shit. Yo, check your testosterone levels, man. On some real shit. Check your testosterone levels because a lot of y'all is lacking testosterone. A lot of y'all don't eat healthy. A lot of y'all smoking marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing all of these things that is decreasing your testosterone levels. Y'all eating a lot of GMO stuff. Y'all eating a lot of soy. Y'all eating a lot of these bad things. It's messing with your testosterone levels. And it's showing. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm just a protective individual. I always been like that. I used to have one of my friends. He was a big ass coward. I don't know. He probably not watching. You know what I'm saying? Facts, man. Yo, I started doing the gym thing, man. I started going to the gym, getting my mind right, body right, ready for war. You always got to be ready. Always got to be ready. Always got to be ready. This is why a lot of these dudes get caught with their pants down. So, let me say this. I always been a protective person. I used to have a friend. This dude was a punk. He never wanted to fight. He used to be scared to get jumped. You know what I'm saying? But I always protected him. Not just him. I protected other people around me. Boys, men. I protected them. If my mans had problems, I would be one of the first people that would be there. Like, what's up? Like, who we doing it to? That was just me. I always been that person. I always protected my family. And I always protected the people that I love. Which is why it was so hard for me when I got locked up because there was nobody to protect my mom like I was going to protect her. You know what I'm saying? So, always been an individual to protect. It's part of our nature. It's part of our genetic makeup. And a lot of us are abandoning protecting our women. Y'all want to make excuses why y'all don't protect y'all women. Like, come on, man. What type of shit is that? Y'all sound just like the woman that say, I'm not going to be feminine and submissive unless he the right man. We sound just like them. I'm not gonna protect my woman unless she's submissive. You hear yourself? I'm not gonna be masculine unless she the right woman. Unless she the right woman, I'm not gonna be masculine. I'm gonna put my masculinity in my pocket, and yeah. So if you put your masculinity in your pocket, what you operating in? Femininity? Definitely. Facts, bro. And this is our duty. Our duty. This is why we was given more strength. This is why we was given more strength than our women. And again, like I tell y'all, if you kill them now. No, you're right, brother. You got to be smart, Pan-African scholar. Look, at the end of the scene, this all goes together. Being masculine, you have to have the right ability to make decisions. You got to be decisive. And you don't have no chances to be wrong. And even when you're wrong, you just got to live with the consequences to keep moving. And this is part of being a man. You have to be decisive when you make decisions. And you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. Yeah, social media is a lot of so the point I was just trying to make, brothers, a lot of our sisters been harmed, man. A lot of our sisters been harmed by men. Men been harming a lot of our women. It's been their stepdads, it's been their own fathers by not being there, by not being present in their lives, right? This is why a lot of women are fucking up when they pick men. Because your father is supposed to pick the men for you. Women are supposed to be picking their own husband. Women are not supposed to be picking their own man because they don't know what to look for. They could get bamboozled. They can get persuaded. they can they can get they can get manipulated. It's so easy. It's so easy. So because it's so easy to do that to them, this is why the man is supposed to pick the spouse for his wife. I mean, this is why the father is supposed to pick the husband for the daughter. You know what I'm saying? But when you're not there, you can't cross-examine her boyfriend. I know I'm using a criminal justice term. You can't figure out what type of man this is. You can't be there to pick her husband. You can't be there to at least guide her in that direction. So you know what they're doing? They're picking the wrong man. And it starts by they didn't have protection when they was younger. Excuse me. They didn't have protection when they was younger. And this is the type of things that I was talking about. We need to be more present in our daughters' lives. Some of us need to do away with our rapist tendencies that we have. You know what I'm saying? Some of us got a lot of rapist tendencies. You know, some men be coercing women to have sex. Some men be coercing women to have sex with their friends. Some men be creating hoes. A lot of men create hoes, and then you despise them. Just like you create the baby mamas, and then you despise them. And the same way the woman has the choice, she don't gotta have that baby. You ain't gotta nut in her either, knowing damn well you don't want to be there. You ain't gotta do that. See, it goes both ways. Accountability goes both ways. How you sitting here having sex with a woman raw and nothing in her? How you sitting, look, because this is what a lot of stupid dudes do. How you sitting here having sex raw with women, and then you are ejaculating in them, and then when they get pregnant, you quick to say, I ain't ready for no kid. I don't want a child. Nah, I can't afford a kid. Nah, I can't do that. I don't want no kid. Why the fuck was you nutting in her then? Stupid. Cause this is how some of y'all need to be talked to. Why the fuck was you juicing in that woman coochie if you knew you was not ready to take care of no kid? Why the fuck was you sitting here doing all those things you was doing, or saying all those sweet nothings in her ear when y'all was sexing, if you know damn well you was not ready to take care of no kids? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We ain't just gonna put blame on the woman. You fucking gotta be accountable too. And I think that's the problem with y'all. When men trying to hold y'all accountable, y'all be running from that shit. Y'all just like the women. But that's why I say it's a black people thing. Black people hate accountability. When you tell women about the same thing, when I tell women, it's not that hard not to get pregnant. They got condoms. Y'all got contraceptives. Y'all got a whole bunch of shit. It's not hard for you not to get pregnant. So don't sit here and try to blame men. We all have to be accountable for our own shit. The same way I'm talking this shit to you, men. The same way I'm telling you, men, stop fucking nothing in these women if you know you don't got no money and you ain't ready to take care of no kid. Then you want to cry because she put you on child support. You wasn't doing your fucking job. You wasn't doing your fucking job. You wasn't doing your fucking job. Come on. Now you mad because she had to go to welfare, and then welfare gonna make her put you on child support in order for them to help her. But you wasn't doing shit anyway. Bro, why is it poor areas? Poor is a mindset. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. Poverty is a mind state. Anybody will tell you that. Poverty is a mind state. They keep us poor. College keep us working from paycheck to paycheck. If you look at most millionaires, most billionaires, most people who amount some type of wealth, a lot of them dropped out of college. See, because college teaches you to be a slave, a wage slave. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not about to get out of the point, right? Exactly. You can't get trapped with somebody unless, come on, man. But anyway, I don't want to get into the whole. I could make a whole another separate video on that. But anyway, I'm about to leave because I ain't gonna be here this long. I ain't gonna listen. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not gonna be here. I ain't talking about Africa. I'm talking about in America. All right, you're taking this conversation somewhere else. This conversation is about accountability, and men need to be accountable to their own shit, right? Men need to be accountable how we take advantage of women. Men need to be accountable how we use and abuse our women. Men need to be accountable how we are not protecting. That's why I'm telling you, go check your testosterone levels. If you have low testosterone, then work on your testosterone so that can make you a man. So you can be a better man, so you can have some backbone, and so you can stand up and defend your women. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This video is about when I'm trying to uplift women, or when you see other people trying to uplift women, that should not be, you should not feel threatened. You should not feel attacked. You should not have a problem with men trying to uplift women. Me telling women about themselves, me telling women, get your shit together, however I tell them, it's still me trying to uplift women. So whether I'm being nice about it, whether I'm being harsh about it, I can work on my approach. I'm still trying to uplift women. And I'm still trying to hold them accountable. I hold women accountable. I hold men accountable. This ain't a channel where I'm just gonna be. It's about women. You see them channels on YouTube. You see a lot of dudes making content about this whole alpha sphere. Everybody think they are alpha. Everybody think they're a leader. All these dudes think they this. All these dudes think they that. All these dudes thinking all of this shit, right? All of these things think they. Listen, a leader don't gotta say I'm a leader. An alpha don't gotta be sitting here telling people I'm an alpha. Yo, you hear that? I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha. You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. A real man knows his place. He knows his position, and the women gonna recognize that. You think women don't know who the real guys are, bro? Why you think they don't end up with a lot of you dudes? Why you think the simps don't never win? They might settle for you, but they don't really want you. And that's the thing. A lot of these dudes are fake alphas. You know what I'm saying? They fake alphas. I'm not even an alpha. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes is fake alphas, man. They trying to portray an image that they not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either prey or you predator. That's how shit works, bro. You either prey or you predator. And the problem with men, a lot of men don't know how to follow other men. Sometimes you was created to follow another man too, bro. It's okay. You don't got to be mad. If this person is the best leader from among us and he could take us to the promised land, I'm following that man. That's it. I ain't about to sit here and compete and try to sword fight over whose cock is bigger. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to sit here and do that. If that man over there, if I'm looking at him and he has leadership qualities and he has a good plan, and he's sound in his thinking, I know how to follow. Because it's not about competition. It's about who gonna get us to where we need to be. And a lot of men, a lot of women don't have that mindset. That's why a lot of women are competing with women. A lot of men are competing with men. And then the community that goes nowhere. The community goes nowhere. And that's why I always tell y'all, fuck the black community. Because these motherfuckers don't care about you. A nigga will kill you faster than white supremacy. I know some of y'all gonna be mad. Y'all ain't gonna like that shit. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like that shit because y'all don't like the truth. You know what I'm saying? A nigga will kill you faster than a cracker. Facts. But you want to tell me worry about the white man. See? You want to tell me worry about Willie Lynch. You want to tell me worry about the police. Police don't kill as many niggas as niggas kill niggas. And I don't want to say niggas kill niggas because it's a differentiation between a nigga and a black person. And I'm going to keep saying that. And I'm going to give y'all a video on that. I'm definitely going to make a video about the difference of a nigga and a black person. Because I want y'all to know the difference. Because there's a difference between a nigga with the ER. And I don't mean this shit in the term of endearment. I don't mean this shit as you my brother. I don't mean this shit in a positive way. I mean this shit like the white person mean this shit. Nigger and a black person are two different people that live in the same community, and sometimes we get mistaken. Sometimes we get mistaken by people from the outside looking in. They mistake the black people, the honest, I'm not even gonna go into the descriptions. A lot of times people looking from the outside in, when they look into our communities, they confuse the black people with the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are killing black people. Niggas are killing other niggas, and they killing black people. So I definitely need to make a differentiation because I want people to get it. It's definitely a different. And I want other people, when they look at black folks, I don't want us all to be grouped, because there's some good, honest, hardworking people in our communities. There's some people good looking, bro. I appreciate it. There's some good people in our community who are doing the right thing, who are trying to combat these niggas, but there's too many of them. The white man knew what he was doing. He created the niggas, and now we got to deal with the niggas. Now we can't even deal with white supremacy because we got so many niggas in our community. We got so many niggas in our community, which leads back to the topic of us not protecting our women. See, the white man, he made you sleep with your mom back in the day. He made you sleep with your sister. He made you sleep with your family members. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I don't even know, they probably made you have kids with them. He made you do this shit. This is the sick shit that they did, right? We know they've been doing that shit. They've been practicing that incest shit, right? But he made you do this shit. That's why a lot of our problems are psychological, bro. Shit is being passed down through epigenetics, through our DNA. Make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. This shit is psychological, bro. So when y'all be sitting here, when I'm trying to sit here and tell y'all that our sisters might be suffering from a different psychological issue, then the men are suffering from a different psychological issue, and then us as a whole are suffering from a togetherness psychological issue. When I try to break that shit down to y'all, y'all got a fucking problem with that. Y'all got a problem when I try to tell y'all, bro, I definitely appreciate you. I've been wondering where you been at too, because you always come through and show love. You know what I'm saying? When I be trying to tell y'all, some of the psychological issues that women have are going to be different from some of the psychological issues that a man have. Rape in itself affects the woman psychologically different than it affects the man psychologically different. We have to understand that. We have to understand that rape does two different things to the man and the woman. Okay, bro. I figured you was doing your thing, making the money. You know what I'm saying? But we have to understand that. We have to understand that. I'm on my phone. Otherwise, I'll be able to like stick the thing. You can't really do it off your phone. If I was on my laptop, I'll be able to do it. But I definitely appreciate everybody donating. But I want y'all to understand this. We need to be more compassionate towards one another. We be sitting here banging on each other. Who gonna be compassionate? Yo, if you're not compassionate to yourself and your people, who gonna be compassionate to us? Who gonna understand us like we understand us? Who gonna understand the rape, the murder, the plunder, all the crazy shit that happened to us and it's still continuing to happen to us? Who? If we don't have no compassion and no mercy for each other, who we expecting to have mercy for us? Come on, bro. This is what I'm trying to talk about. We don't have no mercy towards each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't be feeling sorry. Look, when it comes to niggas, I don't have no mercy for niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no mercy for niggas. Fuck niggas. See, but black people, the problem is this. Because we live in a closed community, sometimes you confuse who the nigga is from the black person. Sometimes you can't tell who the nigga is from the black person. Because we live in close proximity. We go to the same schools. We live in the same buildings. You know? So we all look alike. We all dress alike. And that's the problem. Sometimes we can't tell the niggas apart from the black people. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You gonna tell a nigga, I'm going too much into the nigga versus the black man. I'm definitely going to give y'all the video about the difference of a nigga and the difference of a of a black person. Because I don't want nobody to feel no type of way when they hear me say nigger, right? I don't mean all the black people. I just mean the destructive ones, the ones that we all went through the same shit, but some people wiggled out that shit. A lot of us still got the nigger within us, but some of us wiggled out that shit, right? And this is why I tell people, stop blaming Willie Lynch, stop blaming Jim Crow, stop blaming all of these things. Stop blaming all of these things. You know why? Because when it was a lot of movements, it was a lot of black people that did good things after slavery. Harriet Tubman was doing shit during slavery. You're not about to sit here and tell me about no Willie Lynch. Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner, right? and a whole bunch of other names that we don't know of slave rebellions, of people that I got a book, man. I got a book that I still need to read about the wars of slaves that actually beat the army of the colonies, right? Look, it's a lot of information out there about shit that we don't know, man. It's a lot of information about shit that we don't know. I'm also about to purchase a book it talks about Islam and the founders, right? How Thomas Jefferson owned 2 Qur'ans. It's a lot of information out there, but you gotta want it. You gotta go seek it. The information is out there for us though, brothers and sisters. Information is out there for us. So I don't like to hear excuses. I don't like to, yes, there's a reason why we do the things that we do. I get it. There's a reason. If you know you're sick, go get help. You know what I'm saying? And 2 things could be truth at once. You could be psychologically traumatized, that's cool. But we need you to get your shit together because we need you. We need our brothers and we need our sisters. So let's stop fighting each other. Let's stop bickering. Let's stop complaining about shit. It's good to learn your history, but it's also even better to move forward and think about how we succeed. Toussaint was a little shaky too because he was a free man and he had plantations and he owned slaves too. But Toussaint was definitely a leader of the Haitian Revolution. More people like Dessalines, right? More people like Dessalines because Dessalines was a slave. He wasn't a free man. And we know when you are a free man, you're going to fight way harder than the person who is free. In most cases. Not all the time, but in most cases. Because after the French armies was whooped and killed and sent off, Toussaint told people in Haiti that they had to go back to the plantation to work. And a lot of slaves didn't like that. Or a lot of people that had to go back to the plantation, they didn't like that. Because they was looking at him like, yo, we've been fighting to not be on the plantation. And now you telling us we got to go back to the plantation? So even the story of Toussaint, it has distasteful things for some people. For the people that actually know. Make sure you like the video, circulate. So yeah, man, the point of this video was there's a lot of women who have been abused, misused, and mistreated. And they can't even tell you about it. They haven't even told nobody about it. They haven't even communicated it to their parents. They haven't told their loved ones. Because they don't trust. They don't have no trust. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no trust. Black people, we don't have no trust as a whole over one another. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No. I'm not saying don't learn from Toussaint. Look, you can learn from anybody. Toussaint was still a great person. And I think that's the thing, right? Just because any leader has funny ways. Huey P. Newton. Some people say he was a drug addict. He started messing with coke. He was extorting people. He was doing a lot of things. He's still a hero in my eye. He still had the courage to do a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of other men didn't have the courage to do. So I'm still going to give that man his flowers. Just because somebody has shortcomings and faults does not mean that we sit here and we assassinate their character and we talk shit about them or we talk down on them. Nah, we all going to have issues. All of our leaders have some type of issue. But they still were great men. They still were great men who had courage, who were courageous, who fought for us, who were thinking about us. They still are great men. And we got to respect them. And we got to respect their sacrifice. And we got to cherish them. And we got to value the stuff that they did for us. There's men in prison today right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell women, that's why I tell us, man, when women talk shit about men and men this and patriarchy and all of that shit, there's black men in prison right now who are serving life sentences for you and for me, who sacrificed, who had children, who were married. Some of them got killed. They did it for you and for me. And look what we doing. Come on, man. We ain't doing shit, man. Come on, man. We ain't doing shit. Malcolm X left 5 daughters. He left 5 daughters. Malcolm X left 5 daughters behind. Look what the fuck we doing. We ain't doing nothing, bro. We sit here and complain. Willie Lynch? Willie Lynch? You serious? Slavery? How the fuck was Tulsa built? How the fuck we had black suburbs and middle class neighborhoods How the fuck we created businesses and owned shit after slavery? How the fuck yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. You can't sit here and feed me this Willie Lynch bullshit when there's countless black men and women who done shit after slavery. Come on, bro. With less than we have today. Less money. Less resources. They did way more shit than us with less money. They did. Come on, man. We got to be real. We got to be real. That's why when people start talking that Jim Crow, that slavery shit, it's the fucking mindset. I'm saying? See, the whole purpose. Let me tell y'all a secret. You want me to tell y'all a secret? Let me tell y'all a secret. The whole purpose of enslavement was to enslave your mind. We are mental slaves. That's why we can't get away. It don't matter where they put us. They could put us in a clean environment. Que lo que, mani? They could put us in a clean environment. They could put us in a rich neighborhood. They could give us all the money in the world. A lot of us are niggas. Because the white man created the nigga. And you know what? The nigga is destructive. So everything that the nigga, I've been making videos like this for a long time. I think Charleston White stole my shit, man. To be honest, I told somebody this. I think Charleston White stole my shit. Because I've been saying this shit. I said this shit like 3 years ago. I said the nigga is destructive. He said he destroys everything that he comes in contact with. That's why I say there's a difference between a nigga and a black person. You give a black person some money, he might know what to do with it. He might invest it. He might create a business. He might do certain things. You give a nigga some money, he going to the strip club. He going to get a chain. I'm saying he going to buy some guns, not to protect himself and his community from the white man or from the invaders or the imposters, but to go kill other niggas. That's a fact, man. This is what niggas do. Niggas love killing niggas. The Black Klux Klan. I tell y'all this shit all the time. Y'all don't want to hear this shit. A lot of people start unfollowing when they hear the truth. They don't like the truth. Nobody likes the truth. It's distasteful. Our women don't like the truth. Our men don't like the truth. We sick, bro. We sick. That's why a lot of times I don't like. I said this shit to myself. I'm not about to be a martyr. You think I'm not about to sit here and die for you niggas. Nah. You know when I first came home for 3 years, I was talking this bullshit. And I said this before in other videos. I'm telling you, man, I think Charleston stole my shit, man. I'm saying for 3 years I worked for a nonprofit organization that was committed to mass incarceration, that was committed to like social black issues, that was committed to a lot of things. And you know what and then at some point after 3 years, you know what the fuck I realized? Nah, man, these niggas is just making excuses. That's what the fuck is going on. I'm excuse me, man, I keep cursing. These niggers are making excuses. And niggers are mixed in with the black people, so sometimes you can't even tell who the black, who the niggers, who the this, who the that, right? That's the shit that's going on. A lot of people are making excuses. I realize a lot of people are making excuses. Yes, I'm not saying racism is not real. I'm not saying a lot of things are not happening. But the miseducation of the Negro is right here. And we keep going to their schools, and we keep doing the things that they tell us to do. We keep reading their books. We keep learning their curriculum. We keep doing all of these things. Malcolm X said this, right? He said, only a fool would let his enemy educate his children. That shit is real shit. He said, only a fool would let his enemy educate his children. Only a fool. And a lot of us are fools because we believe so much in the education system. The first place of education is the household. The first place of education is the household. The first place of education is home. It's not school. It's home. From a very young age, you got to teach your kids principles. From a very young age, you got to teach them certain things. Yeah, I want the Celtics to win too. From a very young age, you have to teach your kids. Kids are very manipulative from a very young age. So anyway, man, the whole point of this video is this. I ain't dying for you niggas. I'm not about to be no martyr. I'm not about to leave my family. The only reason I'm dying is if defending myself, defending my family, and for whatever other wicked reason, right? And by the will of God. If God want me to die, I'm going to die. If he don't, then I'm gonna live till however he want me to live. And while I'm alive, I'm gonna try to help the people that I care about. I'm gonna try to keep helping individuals. But I ain't here to save no community, man. The community gone. That shit gonna take so much work. The community gonna take a few nuclear bombs going off. Yeah, bro. It takes us to have the knowledge, but dudes will kill you. See what happened to Malcolm X? See, dudes will kill you for speaking the truth. Dudes will kill you, literally. And the white structure will use niggas to do it. Hit the like button, man, so it can circulate, man. I'm kicking some jewels, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll kill you. Your own people will kill you. Your own people will get a check. If the white man came today, I'll tell you right now, if my voice was amplified and people was fucking what I was saying and I was mobilizing people, if I was out here mobilizing people, I guarantee you my message will be shut down. This is not my platform. This is not my shit. This shit will be shut down. They'll shut my channel down. They'll shut my social media. They just stopped me. I was trying to go live on Instagram. They stopped me from going live on Instagram. They control this shit. They could stop me from doing whatever they want. Right now, somebody could come. They could be like, yo, we take my YouTube account. And then what? This is why I'm telling you. Our ancestors, they did way more with word of mouth. They didn't have social media, but they got the word out. They had newspapers. They went to people's doors. They knocked on it. Nowadays, you can't do that shit. Somebody gonna be like, get the fuck out of my door. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. You go knock on somebody's door today telling them you come to the town hall meeting. Let's get together. They're going to be like, get the fuck out of my door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. They're going to be like, get the fuck out of my door. Simple. You try to help people. I heard a story of a dude. He said, all I ever tried to do was help black people. He said, I tried to help this dude. This dude tried to rob me from my car. He said he tried to take my car. See, you can't even help. Yo, you can't even be that. That's why I'm always, listen, that's why I'm always ready for the situation. And I know, see, because sometimes I can't tell who the black people are and who the niggas. See, this is why I go to certain events. When I go to certain events, when I go to certain places, I know ain't gonna be no niggas here. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to parties in the hood. I don't go to hood gatherings because the probability of niggas being there is way higher than the probability of black people being there. Women do hate men too, but this video is not about women hating men. This video is about men be hating women. But I definitely agree with you. You might have to rewatch the video. I'm just talking about accountability, bro. But you're right. Women do be hating men. And I said that. We both be hating each other. But back to the niggas and the black people. See, I'm talking too much about the niggas and the black people. I'm supposed to just make I'm gonna just shut up about it. I'm gonna just shut up about it because I'm stealing from the content of the video. So the point I'm trying to make is this, man. Don't sit here and sacrifice your life for people who don't care about you. Don't sit here and sacrifice your life for black people. I want to say niggas. But black people who will pull the trigger on you, bro. They'll pull the trigger on you. You know what I'm saying? The white man will be like, yo, we gonna give you some money. Look, like, back to what I was saying, right? If they want to shut my shit down, they can shut my shit down. Or if they want to pay somebody, they'll be like, yo, go take that nigga out, man. You know, you got this nigga out there trying to preach to the little niggas. He try to influence the niggas to you know, to read more books and shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't do it, if it don't make, listen, I tell people this all the time. Listen to me very carefully. If the government wanted Farrakhan dead, no, let me backtrack. If the Nation of Islam was actually doing shit to make black people better as a whole, if the Nation of Islam, if Farrakhan was actually doing things to uplift black people as a whole and change the conditions of black people in America, that brother will be dead a long time ago. That's a fact. I don't care what you motherfuckers want to believe. I don't care how much you want to believe he got top flight security. I don't care how much you want to believe they know karate. I don't care how much you want to believe the bean pies is helping them be stronger. I don't care how much you want to believe whatever you want to believe. If Farrakhan was out here making the black community a better place, he'll be dead a long time ago. They ain't gotta get close to you. They got motherfucking snipers that can shoot you from probably 40 blocks away. 40 blocks, I'm probably exaggerating. But you get the point. You know what I'm saying? You get the point. They got people who can shoot you. Yo, like, come on, bro. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got people who they got trained killers. If they wanted to kill you, listen, these people got trained killers who could go to a country and destabilize a whole country. These people got trained killers. Let me say this one more time. These people got trained killers. These people got trained killers who can go to a country and destabilize their government. And there'll be like 6 people. Yo, and I know y'all think I'm exaggerating. Yo, they got these crazy commandos that will go somewhere and destabilize a whole country and an economy. And you think they can't kill Farrakhan? You think they can't kill Farrakhan right here in Chicago or wherever the hell he lived? You think they can't kill Farrakhan because he got what, the FOI? Yeah. If y'all knock it the fuck off. But anyway, that's the point. Point was this. The moment you start moving Negroes, the moment black people start coming together, the moment people start amplifying your voice, so I tell y'all, my message is based on the people. It's based on who share my shit. It's based on the people who gonna hear it and gonna propagate it. The message gonna share itself. That's how this shit is. It don't matter. Listen, it don't matter if I repost this shit on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. The message gonna share itself with those who want to change themselves, with those who want to grow, with those who want to be better. They don't make excuses. See, they teach. See, school teach 2 different curriculums to 2 different people. They teach 90% of the people. 95% of the people get taught this. Go to school, get a job, climb up the ladder, and live happily ever after. Another set of people get taught this. They get taught how to own, how to create wealth. They get taught how to own the industry, how to create industry, how to become the boss, how to create the jobs. You know what I'm saying? How to run shit. That's why they got a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? When you in the business world, they teach you ain't no friends in this shit. You ain't got no friends. It's not about cooperation. It's not about none of that shit. It's about crush your enemies. I told you about that shit in the video. That shit is not just about the streets. That's also in the business world. Crush your enemies totally. That's what they get taught. A lot of these business moguls, however you say that word, moguls. Mm-hmm. No, my English kind of bad. But a lot of these business people, they ruthless. They some of the most. 50 Cent said the most. He said the most ruthless people in the world are in the business world, in the corporate world. He said they're the most ruthless motherfuckers. 50 said this shit himself. He said, I ain't beefing with nobody. 50 Cent said this shit. He said, I ain't beefing with nobody. He said, I'm a businessman. He said, I drop a bag, you'll be dead. He said, I drop a bag. You think these dudes don't be drop? Come on, man. We got to get smarter. We got to get wiser. And the point is this. If my message was to get amplified by y'all sharing it, by y'all propagating it, you best believe they're going to send somebody. And usually what they do is they try to pay you first, right? They try to pay you. They try to have somebody come at you. They be like, yo, bro, take this money. You know, you ain't got to stop talking that shit you talking. You know what I'm saying? You got all the little niggas getting ideas. Stop doing that shit. Take this money. Shut up. Mind your business. And they're probably going to tell me to switch my content, right? They're going to be like, yo, preach some negative shit. Preach some other shit. And they'll pay me. And if that don't work, they'll probably just kill my stupid ass. And I say stupid ass because it's like, you know, some people that are passionate about the work, they're passionate. But a lot of people is not willing to lose nothing. And when you realize that shit, when you realize a lot of people is not going to die, or it's not ready to die like you ready to die for this shit, then why the fuck you still trying to do that? Why you still trying to die for this shit? Why you still trying to die for these people that's not going to die for you? When I went to jail, I thought the dudes I was gang banging with was ready to die for this shit. Them motherfuckers wasn't ready to die for this shit. Ain't nobody go put in no work. when I left. Nobody put in no work. Shit, I was the only one that was thinking how I was thinking. And maybe like 2 other dudes, but nobody went. Niggas was talking. This is what they was doing. They was negotiating when I was gone. And I don't say that to throw shade at nobody. You know, I'm I understand that. I understand how the shit is, man. This shit not what you think it is. So I already went through that. I already was the little lamb, the little sacrificial lamb. That shit not gonna happen again. I ain't gonna be no sacrificial lamb. That's why I be trying to teach y'all from my experiences and let y'all know. But look, it's the 130 mark. It's the 130 mark. And I'm gonna leave y'all with these last words. I'm gonna leave y'all with a few things before I leave, before I get up out of here. Make sure y'all share the video so it could circulate, so other people could, you know, tune in and get something out of it, right? But I'm gonna leave y'all with these few things. If y'all really want to change your mindset, have fun, brother. If you really want to change your actions, I'm gonna give y'all some jewels right now that is gonna work. And I'm telling you, it's gonna change you. Malcolm X said this, right? That's what Malcolm X said. And I always learn from the elders, from the OGs, from the real OGs that wasn't scared. We scared. We butt. These dudes were standing up to the real enemy. You know what I'm saying? We butt. We ain't standing up for nothing. We want to protest. We want to beg. We want to please, can you please let me live? Massa, can you please? We be like this. Can you please let me live? Massa, please. Please, I just want to eat. Please, I just want a job. Please. We be like this. Please. And we talking about we demand the son. What you demanding when you begging? Please. You ever seen them protests? When you go outside and protest? And then the police come and everybody scatter. Come on, bro. So it don't make no sense. Okay, Boston. Yeah. I ain't a fan. You know, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. The Nets lost. But anyway, I'm going to leave y'all with these things, right? Malcolm X said this. One of the real OGs. He said this, right? He said, the first thing that you must do when you're trying to change, the first thing, if you don't remember anything that I said in this video, this is how important this is. You need to remember this. If you don't remember anything else in this video, remember this, because it's going to save your life. And it's going to remove you from the fold of niggerdom to being a black man, to being a king, a true king. Not how they just throwing around the word. To be royalty is a feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's an actual feeling, right? To be a man is a feeling. You feel different. You ever work out and then you feel like nobody can tell you shit? You ever work out, you just feel like you could take on anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm using that to describe the feeling that you feel when you are secure, when you are a man, when you are living in your masculinity, in your testosterone, when you are living in that. That's why they trying to kill it. This is why they trying to feed us the estrogen. This is why they trying to have our women disrespect us. This is why they want us to follow our women. A real man in his testosterone and his masculinity is never going to follow no women. I'm trying to give y'all the jewels here. A real man living in his purpose, who was created to be a leader by his creator, who was given the strength and the power and the rationale to lead his people, is not going to bow down to no women for her to lead him. Not saying that our women are not strong. Not saying that our women can't give us advice. Not saying that our women are not smart and can't do all of those things. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that a man that was created to lead, he's not going to follow the woman that he was created to protect, to keep away, to keep tucked in, to make sure she was good. How would that man look following her? How you look following the one you were supposed to protect and shelter from the world? This is why a lot of women ain't fucking with y'all, man, because y'all can't lead. And then y'all get mad when they tell you that y'all can't lead. But don't get me wrong, because a lot of women be using that shit as a crutch. A lot of women are not ready to follow. They're not good followers themselves. We all are operating outside of our nature. The men and the women. We both are fucked up psychologically. So a lot of women say that you don't know how to lead, because some of them, they don't want to follow. They got so used to wearing the pants, so they don't want to follow. They like how it feels to wear the pants. They like how it feels to be the head of the household and sit at the top of the table. They like that feeling, so they don't want to give up the pants. This is the problem with a lot of our sisters. But there are women out there who are ready to follow. And some of them got money too. I'm letting you know that right now. Don't always think that the woman with money is not going to respect you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I encounter plenty of women with money. I encounter plenty, salute, bro. I encounter plenty of women with money and they still respect me as a man. Because I know who I am. I have standards. I have principles. I have morals. And I can walk away from any woman. I'll cancel your ass if you ain't doing what you supposed to do. If you ain't doing what I feel like you supposed to be doing, I'm not going to steer you wrong. If you're not doing what I feel like you're supposed to be doing as a woman, as a helper to me, to build our empire, to build our legacy, I will cancel your ass quick. I'm not going to be playing with you. I'm not going to be playing with your ass. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day is this. A woman will obey. I'm telling you, she will obey. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are a little hard-headed, but they will obey the man who she recognizes as a man. And none of that shit bothers them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when a man says I'm a man before anything, this is what he's saying. Outside of my job, outside of the degree that I have, outside of my salary, outside of the business that I might own, outside of the car that I have, outside of the home, outside of whatever that is outside of me, I am a man before I am any of those things. Just like before race, before religion, before all of these things, you are a man. You are a man. I'm saying you are a man. It comes from within you. That's the same way you got to be a woman. You got to be a woman before your degree. You got to be a woman before all of those things I just mentioned. Before the car you have, before the job, before whatever. You have to be a woman before that. You have to. You just have to. Your generations, your future generations is dependent upon it. It depends on you being a woman in your femininity. Just like it depends on our men being masculine. And I get it. We've been broken down. We've been broken down. We've been broken down as a people. We've been broken down. But anyway, this is what I wanted to leave y'all with. If you really want to change, you have to change your philosophy. Philosophies, the ideas that we have about the world, about ourselves, about our communities. We have to change that. We have to change our philosophy. We have to change the way we think. Meaning, we have to get this Willie Lynch shit out of our head. We have to get this slavery shit out of our head. We got to get all of this shit that holds us back. Every time somebody starts talking about building something, y'all want to talk about what happened in Oklahoma. Every time we talk about doing shit, y'all want to talk about, but they killed the Panthers. Every time we talk about building businesses, doing certain things for ourselves, every time we talk about being great, niggas always come with excuses. Niggas come with the blame. Niggas come with the destructive ideology and mindsets that keeps us down. So we have to change our philosophy. That's the first thing you got to do. Bring new ideas into your mind. Why can't we dwell on what has been done rather than what wasn't done? Why can't we dwell on the Underground Railroad? Why we can't dwell on Harriet Tubman actually succeeding? Why we can't dwell on the fact that she not only liberated a whole bunch of people, she also served in the Union's army to fight to end slavery? Why we can't think about the positive things that have happened in history? Why we can't sit here and talk about those things? Why we can't sit here and talk about how Harriet Tubman, she wasn't killed, even though she helped people escape. She died a happy ending. You know, why we can't talk about that? She also killed niggas too. See, because it was niggas back then during Harriet Tubman time. She killed niggas. She killed niggas that was trying to stand in the way of the mission. She killed niggas. So we gonna have to get rid of some niggas too. I ain't promoting no violence, but some niggas gonna have to perish in order for the people to get where they need to go. But again, I ain't preaching to the community. I'm preaching to individuals here. So anyway, you got to change your philosophy. put different ideas in your mind. Once your philosophy changes, your thoughts will change. Somebody just mentioned subconscious mind. Your brain is just like your stomach. What you feed your brain, it's gonna come out your limbs, your mouth, your hands. It's just like the food you put in your stomach. They say you got two brains, your stomach and your mouth. What you put in your stomach is what your body is going to absorb. It's what is going to make you feel good or make you feel bad. Yeah, Malcolm X said this. So this is from the Ballad or the Bullet. You change your philosophy, your ideals. Once you change your philosophy, you change your thoughts. The moment your philosophy starts to change, your thoughts will change, right? You'll have different thoughts. You'll feel different about yourself. You'll feel different about your people. You feel different about the struggle. Once your thoughts change, your attitude will change. Your attitude towards your people will change. We don't value each other. We don't respect each other. That's why we kill each other like rats, like roaches. You see how quick you kill roaches? That's how quick we kill each other. Roaches. The moment we see each other, we ready to kill each other. So once you change your thoughts, your attitude will change. It will change about your people. It will change about your women. It will change about your men. It will change about your community. You will not litter in your community. You throw shit in the garbage because you appreciate your community. You will not piss in your hallways because you have a different attitude about it. You're not pissing your elevator. You will not do these things. You will not just let your dog shit on the sidewalk and not clean it up because you care about your community. That's how you change your attitude. After your attitude change, your behavior will change. I might be mixing these things up, but your behavior will change. I'm saying them in the right order, but I might be saying attitude because then it's behavior, right? So how you behave towards others, start to show your appreciation. You start to clean up after yourself. You start to clean up your community. You start to move harmful things out the road. They say these things in Islam. You start to behave differently towards your mom, your women, your men. You start to smile more instead of grilling them. You start to change things. And then once your behavior changes, then you can move into some action. Then you could go out there and propagate because you have done the work. I'm saying then you could sit there and do these things. So those are the 5 things I'm going to leave y'all with. You change your philosophy first. After that, because once you change your philosophy, it's going to change your thoughts. And once your thoughts change, it's going to change your attitude. Once your attitude changes, it's going to change your behavior. And once your behavior changes, it's going to change your actions. So with that being said, my last words is this. If you didn't get none from this video, I hope you got that. And I hope we just be a little more kind to one another. Understand that women are going through things that we have no idea they're going through. And try to listen more. Try to sit there and really understand where they're coming from. You might not understand certain things. And I said this in the video. Women nature, for the most part, is not about understanding it. It's just about knowing what their nature is. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to understand why they can't decide what they want to eat. But you got to know that they're not going to know what they want to eat. And that you have to make a decision for the both of y'all about what y'all going to eat. Right? Sometimes you got to tell a woman. Sometimes a woman don't know what to cook. So you got to tell her, babe, you know what? I want salmon today. Babe, you know what? I want this today. Decisive. You just got to know that they are and lead them. They want you to lead. Lead them. But you can't lead if you got these weak-ass testosterone levels. So I'm telling y'all, check out testosterone levels. And this video is just about us. Thank you. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all staying. I appreciate y'all sharing, liking it. I appreciate y'all. If you like the video, share it. Because you know we need people that really want to work. We need them to be on board, right? Because I'm trying to build my tribe. I'm trying to build with people who really want to do something, and that's how we make change and we lead by the example. And we win through we don't win through arguments. We don't win through lip service. We win through showing people how you do shit, how you get shit done. That's how we win. We got to get shit done. So the whole purpose of this video was understand our women. The whole purpose of this video was understand our women. Understand that they're going through shit that they never spoke about. They don't feel safe talking about it. They don't feel like they could trust anybody. When your trust has been broken from a young age, especially from your father, when your father abandoned you from a young age, Good looking, bro. I appreciate you. When your father abandoned you from a young age, you suffer from that. Men suffer and women suffer. When the one that was supposed to protect you didn't protect you from the men in the world, it makes you look at men a certain way. And again, they do need therapy, but that's not the point of this video. The point is we have to understand where they are coming from, flashing out. We have to understand why our women are operating in the way that they are operating. The same way that they have to understand why some of us are operating in the way that we are operating. The same way they have to understand why some men don't have the ability to lead because they didn't have a father figure in their house to show them how to lead. Or they also experience their mother leading all the time. When a man is accustomed to his woman leading, this is what happens. He starts to look for a woman to lead him. This is why a lot of our men have issues leading. It's not because they don't want to. Some of them just don't know how to. They don't know how to be men. This is why they was watching Kevin Samuels. This is why they watching a lot of these other fake alphas on the internet, because they're trying to learn how to be men. So when you're a woman dealing with a man, if you really love him, if you really appreciate him, listen to him. Listen to that man and understand that he's going to have some shortcomings and he might not know how to fully lead you. But if he's trying, if he has some qualities, if he has some determination, if he has some drive, if he's trying, support him. You are his helper. Don't fight him. Don't shit talk him. Don't tell him you ain't shit like a lot of our sisters love doing. Don't tell him you ain't a real man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't shit on him. If you really care about him, support him. Help him. If you see those signs, don't just go help any random dude. Because a lot of y'all love helping the Pookies and the Ray Rays, the niggas with the ER. Y'all love helping, but because y'all don't know how to decide, right? Because your father wasn't there to teach you. Or not teach you, but he wasn't there to decide for you. So I get it. So anyway, the point is, when you have a man who is working to become a better man and lead, and he's trying to pick up those leadership qualities and he's working on himself, support that man. You know, same way I tell a man to support a woman who's trying to be better for herself. Support a woman who is trying to be better for herself. When she recognizes, you know what, I have trust issues when it comes to men. I've been raped. When she confides in you, when she tells you about herself, when she's open, when she's pouring this on you because she wants you to be able to know how to deal with her. Don't throw that shit in her face. Don't when the first argument happens, don't be like, that's why you got raped. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know? So we have to learn from our experiences. We have to learn what are our triggers. We have to learn what is our trauma. We have to learn what we have going on that we need to work on. And we need to get help. We need to get help individually, and we also need to get help as a collective. But ain't gonna be no collective if we're not doing the work individually. So the whole point of this video was just to highlight that a lot of men be giving off this low testosterone. They be giving this very feminine energy. They be out here trying to argue with women. They be trying to bicker, fight, and try to get into a slap contest with chicks. When we should be protecting them, we should be empowering them, and we should be trying to make them feel safe. And that's what I'm trying to say. The women got to do it too, but this is not the video. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is me trying to just tell brothers that we have not protected our sisters how we should, and that is our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? We have to. That is our responsibility. So that being said, hopefully I said something beneficial. Hopefully I said something that benefits us as a people, as an individual. Hopefully I gave y'all some game. I appreciate the people that came here, that donated. The people who didn't donate and was commenting, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love, the support. I really do. You know, you gotta genuinely appreciate people, man, because y'all ain't have to be here. Y'all ain't have to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have to like the video. Y'all ain't have to comment. Y'all ain't have to do none of that. And y'all ain't have to definitely not donate no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't gotta donate y'all hard-earned money. So I definitely appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all tuning in and commenting and just trying to be better for yourselves and your families. I truly appreciate that. So with that being said, I'm really about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? No, let me stop. I try to be, brother. I try to be a good man, you know. For a period of my life, I was a nigger too. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't know no better, I was a nigger. And I have evolved from being a nigger. I understood how the nigger was in my mind, right? And the nigger still exists within me. And sometimes you got to get niggerish. Sometimes you got to get on savage mode. You have to become that person sometimes to get your point across. Or, sometimes you got to be a monster, right? Sometimes in order to defeat the monster, you have to become a monster yourself. So that being said, man, it's about being able to control that monster within you. So y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed out there. And y'all watch out for the niggas, man. Keep your eyes open, because these niggas is out there. They looking to destroy families. They looking to hurt people. And they looking to keep the work of the devil going. So y'all stay nigga free. Stay blessed out there. Peace.